So there's a bunch of like different exhibits, guys. Through here. Looks like those are some offices. Some like old radio equipment over here. This is the Arizona Faith Intermovement.
This is Culture Hub, Arizona's first black-owned co-working space in the East Lake neighborhood. Are you familiar with the Pickle House on 14th Street in Van Buren? Yep.
I'll go back to that guy in a second. There's a lot of different like organizations here.
Culture PHX is the company that runs Culture. Labor Day weekend. Oh, we're having a grand opening. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're targeting now. As long as construction holds their little bargain up, because we're supposed to have, we've been supposed to wait on keys since Christmas.
The desert cities growing up and out. The only permanent thing we have is change. Phoenix area experience explosive growth and immense change in the 50 years following World War II. Opportunities in jobs, housing, and leisure activities expanded as the population boomed. Grids of houses, businesses, and roads filled in the farmland and desert that once separated cities. Minorities and women pushed for progress through social movements that swept the country. So we got a little bit of Arizona history here. It's kind of cool. This is, there's a sign right there that says Unite Black Firefighters. It says less is well established. Yet far too many members of our society remain woefully ignorant of the history and significant contributions of African Americans to this country. Without knowledge of the accurate and complete history of America, no individual is adequately prepared for the harsh realities of life. Since the arrival of the first cargo of slaves to the shores of North America, any number of private agencies, including African American individuals, have accepted and their responsibility to preserve and promote the rich history of African Americans.
So you'd have to look real close, but you can actually read the actual words.
Do you see that? There's a
proclamation. This is 1865, you know. So
terrible.
it's a remarkable piece of work.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah. And of course, one of the nemesis for Abe Lincoln was Frederick Douglass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Frederick Douglass was trying to convert the Union Army, and finally got around to do that. But he had two of his sons that served in the Union Army, and after the war was over, he became the recorder of deeds for Washington D.C.
Right.
This is actually his actual signature on that.
What do some of these medals mean?
These were mostly like belt buckles, you know,
Okay.
for the Union Army.
Okay.
This one here is from the Confederate Army.
Okay.
But and this set of medals here, it belonged to a gentleman by the name of Milton Holland,
Oh, okay.
and he was a slave to the Secretary of State in
Oh, okay.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
And when the Secretary of State joined the Confederate Army when the war started, he told 3 black kids that y'all can join the Union Army if you want to. So Milton Holland joined it, and he ended up winning the Congressional Medal of Honor. You know?
Oh, wow,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm surprised like back then that they handed it out. You know?
Yeah. But there was only 16 blacks that got that Medal of Honor.
That's an awesome. So that's a really hard achievement to get then.
Right.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh,
here
okay.
is just some artifacts like on the slave plantations, like this tag here. It's got the name of the plantation on it, and then her name Pearl, and on the back of it it says the name of the plantation. She's number 32, and she's a house servant.
Oh, okay.
All of that's engraved on that tag.
Jeez. Just to be labeled like that's insane.
Yeah. The country's moving westward, and a lot of the blacks, they didn't have jobs to go back home to, you know, so they stayed in the military and went out west, and they became known as the Buffalo Soldiers. And if you can imagine, a lot of the black soldiers, they're out on the prairie for long periods of time. There's no barbershop. The hair grows out and it's got a natural curl to it. And the
100 years old.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they became very successful out west.
I wonder what it was. Some books over here. So it says, "I must make more harvest baskets for this Segway." Looks like they're doing some art. That's an art table like for the kids over there. A lot of names right there. And so it looks like there's some art exhibits here. Bits. Philando Castile, Henry Tamir, George Floyd. This is "I am only one of many. I'm afraid to be black in America." This is I am George Floyd. I am Deion Johnson. I am Black Love. I am Breonna Taylor. It says I am Dalvin Hollins. I am family. I'm going in circles. So. There's not really a whole lot of displays down here, but we can go check it out. There's a lot of people down here dining.
With his broad smile, upbeat demeanor, and deep love for the game, three gangsters know the ball is simply
That's right.
Alright, so there might be something there. There's a lot of people. I gotta go back around.
Billy Mills is one of those generational athletes. He was 5'2" before the turning system, excelling in all aspects.